I call it a 5x5.
Oh.
Listings in the middle,
Right.
5 houses here, 5 houses here, 10 across the street.
Okay.
Now, it's a beautiful day. Colorado's a great place to be out walking, knocking on doors.
Welcome to Coach on the Clock. My name is Marietta Companie, and I'm with Movement Mortgage. I am joined today by a dear friend, Jeff Burke of Jeff Burke Properties.
J.S. Burke Broker.
J.S. Burke Broker.
Yes.
Excellent. He's so good, I don't even know where he works anymore. So that's the way we go. Hey, if you've never joined us before, I want to welcome you. And also just to remind everyone of the rules of Coach on the Clock. So it is one expert, that is Jeff. One topic. Today, we are talking about open houses, building your business on open houses to open up new business opportunities. So the rules are very similar to a Denver Broncos football game, fourth quarter, meaning we have no timeouts because just like the Denver Broncos, we have used them already. So 15 minutes, we will get a 2-minute warning, 13 minutes into it. And other than that, at the end of 15 minutes, we're done. And of course, the time has already started. So I'm going to get right into it, Jeff. All right. So let's say I have a new listing. I have a client that really wants to get a lot of people into it. They want to get a bidding war started. So they want an open house. How do I go about doing it to make certain that I, as a listing agent, not only get my client's wishes, but also that I can get additional business opportunities off of this open house?
An open house is an opportunity to meet people, buyers and sellers.
Mm-hmm.
If you prepare correctly for an open house, you'll increase your odds of that taking place. I sometimes describe an open house as cane pole fishing. You show up on Saturday afternoon, you spend a few hours and see what you catch. That is one way to do an open house, probably not the most efficient. The most efficient way, I believe, and this requires some consistency to develop your program, is a method by which you start on Monday getting ready for the Friday, Saturday open houses. One of the techniques I use sometimes is a neighbors only open house on Friday afternoon, where our regular open house is going to be on Saturday. If I've done my preparation during the week, knocking on some doors, talking to people, making some phone calls, I'm beginning to meet people that live around my listing. I'm beginning to create those opportunities for more business.
Now, we talked about this in the beginning. So you kind of had like a weekly plan for this. So let's go through this if we can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So on Monday, you were very specific about what you were doing in preparation for an open house on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So walk everyone through this, because I was really intrigued with this. I thought this was much more efficient than the cane pole program.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
So on Monday, if I am an agent, I'm going to do an open house on Saturday. What am I doing specifically on Monday? What am I doing?
Monday, I am beginning to prepare the information packet that I'm going to be giving people coming through the open house. Part of that is making myself familiar, if it's not my farm area, making myself familiar with the competition of homes in the area, both what's active, what's under contract, and what is sold in the last 30, 60, 90 days, so that when I have the opportunity to meet the people coming through the open house, I have some knowledge to share with them about the house and the neighborhood.
Okay.
And there's also the likelihood that people who come through open houses are driving the neighborhoods. So they may see other homes in the area around your open house. So I try to be prepared to talk with them about other properties in the neighborhood, overall trends, that type of thing. Also, I am preparing on Monday and Tuesday my list of who I'm talking to around that home, getting ready for the open house. When I go knock on doors, I always have a list of the names of the people in the homes so I can address them by their name. Mr. and Mrs. Jones, I'm Jeff Burke. Neighbor down the street, I'm listing their home. We're marketing it this weekend. Came by to let you know there's an open house. Begin to acquaint myself with the neighbors and get them ready for a Friday afternoon neighbors only open house.
Okay. So that sounds fantastic. So when you are looking at the neighborhood, you're looking at that subdivision?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're looking at the homes that have sold in the last 90 days or so.
Mm-hmm.
You are what they listed for, what they sold for, the different types, especially those that are like if it's a ranch, specifically those ranches, correct? Okay.
Try to be specific.
Okay.
Sometimes there's enough inventory, sometimes there isn't.
Okay.
But I'm trying to build value in my relationship with the person that I'm just meeting.
Okay.
Because people that are going to open houses are going to multiple open houses, and it doesn't take them very long to differentiate the level of professionalism, knowledge, et cetera, of the agents that they meet.
Okay. And now, are you starting to print out stuff for the packet? I know we talked about having a packet. So you're getting that whole, you're getting all the presentation
I use a
ready.
folder, and maybe I'll prepare 6 or 8 or 10 of them for an open house.
Okay.
There'll be printout and MLS printout on the home that we're listing, perhaps some comps in the area. I'll have an agency disclosure in there so that I can take just a brief moment and discuss with the people that I'm just meeting who's zooming who represents who.
Right.
Again, building a dialogue and trying to build a level of professionalism that they're comfortable with.
Okay.
We'll cover COVID for a moment, what restrictions, that type of thing.
Okay.
Make sure that we're staying inside the box on what we have to do for COVID.
Okay.
But yes, as they come through the door, I have that package ready for them.
Fantastic. Now, on Tuesday, so you've got the packets, starting to get those ready, kind of formulating those whole things together. Now, on Tuesday, are you starting to, I know we're going to start, the last time you told me we're going to start door knocking.
Yep.
Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Your goal, my goal is to make that open house as productive as possible for both the seller and myself.
Okay.
That means how many people can I get in there? How many people can I meet, start relationships with?
Okay.
And in addition to buyers coming through the door, we are looking for listings and other sellers. So it gives us an opportunity to do that.
Okay. So I know you talked about you had a rule. What was the rule that you said again?
Which rule?
The 10-5?
Oh, the 10-5.
5 rule? So we're going to go 10 houses across the
Oh,
street?
thank you.
Okay.
I call it a 5x5.
5x5. Oh.
Listings in the middle,
Right.
5 houses here, 5 houses here, 10 across the street.
Okay.
Now, it's a beautiful day. Colorado's a great place to be out walking, knocking on doors. You might want to do more.
Okay.
I would stick to the street, though, because people see the sign.
Okay.
But that's what I call it, 5x5.
Okay. And are we starting to put out open house coming signs? Are we?
You know, it depends on the understanding with the seller.
Okay.
If we're putting up a coming soon on Monday, right, then maybe Thursday, Friday, I'll put up a separate open house Saturday sign.
Okay.
Yes. I will not put up any sign for the neighbors only Friday afternoon open house.
Correct.
That's invitation. Come down, see the home, bring anybody you know
Okay.
that might be interested before it hits the public.
Okay. Pick your neighbor.
So it's an incentive to get them in.
Got that.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. So doing the research, getting all those. Now it is Friday, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that I've missed up to this point?
Only 3 things. You haven't missed anything.
Okay. Good.
We're going to knock on doors. We're going to follow up. We're going to call people.
Okay.
And if I have to, we're going to leave a flyer on the front door.
Okay.
And that may be Thursday that I'm leaving that flyer on the front door.
Okay.
Neighbors only open house tomorrow afternoon, 3 to 5. Please come by.
Okay.
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 But there's 3 different ways I can make them aware of that.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're definitely going to hit those, that 5x5. We're hitting those. Okay. Those are critical. Fair enough. Okay. So we got that. Now, what are the time frames you were talking about to actually host both the neighbor and the open house?
Okay. The neighbors open house Friday afternoon, I would do like 3 to 5.
Okay.
If it's summertime, 4 to 6, 5 to 7.
Okay.
Once it gets dark, it's harder to get people in.
Yes.
So maybe 3 to 5.
Okay.
And you may just get a few people in, but you get neighbors in.
Yes.
Saturday, depending on your program, I have shared agents who are professional open house people who specialize in them. They will be out 9 o'clock Saturday morning putting up multiple signs.
Okay.
And I mean 10, 15, 20 signs,
Okay.
attracting people from different directions.
Okay.
That takes some work.
Right.
I do 4-hour open houses.
Okay.
If I'm setting up, I want as much time as I can.
Right.
Meet people, get buyers in.
Okay.
So I'll do the 12 to 4.
Okay.
Again, it's dark at 4:45.
Right.
Summertime, you might change your hours.
Okay.
But I do a 4-hour open house to maximize.
All right.
And I leave the TV off.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So, and now we talked about this, and I thought that was very important because I've been to open houses where they literally put like one sign down the street on the main road with one arrow. And I've also been to open houses where they do put out their 20 or 30 signs
Mhm.
with the open house and their name and number on those open
Yes,
houses. Personalized. And the results have been amazingly different, right?
Mhm.
And that this is the opportunity to really kind of advertise yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's very different.
Yes.
Right. And so this is the one point where you can really set yourself apart.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have to get permission to put it out?
Thank you. That's a
open
very good
houses?
question.
Okay.
If you're on a street,
Mhm.
public street, no.
Okay.
Okay.
You
And I say that all municipalities are different.
Okay.
Homeowners associations can be different.
Okay.
If you want to see your open house signs disappear, go to the Ken Carl Ranch.
Okay.
They'll be gone by 5 o'clock.
Okay. Got
Okay.
it.
The
Okay.
do-gooders.
All right.
Now, where I do ask permission
Uh-huh.
is if I'm using somebody's yard at the corner,
Okay.
I absolutely will go up to that door and say, holding an open house, I'm Jeff Burke selling your neighbor's home.
Right.
Do you mind if I put it out here for a few hours?
Okay.
9 out of 10 will say, that's absolutely great. Thank you for stopping by. Bingo.
Okay.
Because most people don't ask for permission.
Okay.
People just throw them up.
All right.
But again, if you want to create relationships, you're working with the neighbors, that type of thing,
Yeah.
you take a few minutes, you ask permission.
Okay, good. All right.
Yes.
So now you've got those signs all around. They have open house, they have your name, they have your number, right? So now you've created really a lot of free publicity for yourself.
Mhm.
Okay. So you've got that. Do you have that? And you have the hours on the sign.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that just the open house with no hours are really kind of annoying,
I mean, yes, because you get phone calls, what time is it going to be open?
right? Or people showing up and they don't know.
Yeah,
Right.
is it open?
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Do you
Yep.
use any kind of balloons, anything like that, or the signs are sufficient?
I do the signs.
Fair enough.
But anything
let's-
that you want to use to embellish,
Okay.
you
Right.
know?
Because you want to get as much drive-by as you can. You want to get the neighbors.
Mhm.
We're trying to get some listings.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So now it is the day. It's the time.
Mhm.
We've been there since 9.
Mhm.
It's new.
Well,
Okay.
setting up signs at 9,
Okay.
going to be done by 11.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Right.
So I'm going to take an hour to go get myself prepared.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
The saying is you get one opportunity to make a first impression.
Mm-hmm.
There are times that I meet agents at open houses and I can't tell who the agent is. They're in their jammies. They're in their flip-flops. If you're going to hold an open house and represent your seller, at least put on a jacket.
Okay.
Okay, I wear a suit or a jacket. Now, I'm
Okay.
old school.
Okay.
And I understand generationally there may be different messages sent by those things.
Okay.
But I would present myself as professionally as I can
Okay.
and be ready.
Okay.
Yes.
Then we don't have to wear the yellow Century 21 jacket.
No, I have the
Nowadays.
blue ERA.
Okay, fair
Thank you
enough.
very
All
much.
right, good. All right, but let's do something to set yourself apart.
Yes, you're making
Absolutely.
a statement about yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I agree. Yes. Because it is sometimes a little awkward trying to figure out who's there. Gotcha.
And you know one funny sidebar on that? Practice your handshake.
Well, now we only do fist bumps. But-
Okay.
Okay. So
Practice
it's much
your
easier.
fist bump.
Your little
Yeah.
fist bumps, your little elbow. Yeah.
Because
sounds
there's
good.
always a message sent between people when they shake hands.
It is. It is.
So,
yes, I
That
agree.
may sound silly, but
Right. Okay. So we've got that. Now we are there. We've done that.
meeting
Okay.
people.
So they're coming in. You have the COVID sign-in sheet.
Mhm.
Okay. So we have that. And then you have your packets.
Yeah, the COVID's in the sign-in, yes.
The sign-in.
The
right?
disclosures in the packet, yes.
Right. The disclosures. So that's our 2-minute warning. So we're going to have to kind of wrap this up. All right. 2-minute warning. So we'll have to go through the disclosures in another segment here.
Mhm,
2-minute warning.
Mhm.
What is the best advice that you have ever received, both professionally or
Don't get
personally?
married.
Don't get
I'm
married.
teasing. Yes. No. Here's the best advice that I
Okay.
can give.
All right.
Be consistent in your follow-up.
Okay.
Be consistent in creating your database.
Fair enough.
In our business, if you're going to be a successful agent long-term, you're going to do business with people that you met 3 years ago, but you stayed in touch with.
Excellent.
So this is for your database, your notes. Thank you for coming in, that type of thing. So you're back to a new Monday.
Right.
You might be getting ready for next weekend's open house, but you're going to follow up with all the people that you met this weekend.
Fair enough. All right. Now, if anyone has any questions, they'd like to reach out to you, they'd like to maybe follow up on something,
Mhm.
are you willing to
Yes.
and- okay. How
Mhm.
can they reach out to you?
You can text me or call me, email me, whatever you'd like.
What is the email address that they could reach out to you?
Initial J,
Uh-huh.
initial S,
Uh-huh.
as in Scott,
Right?
Last name Burke, Burke, followed by the word broker, Broker, J.S. Burke Broker at AOL.com.
All right.
Yes, I'm a dinosaur.
All right. Sounds great. Well, thank you for joining us for another
You're quite
edition
welcome.
of Coach on the Clock. We'll see you next week.